Good keywords are hard to find. For every keyword that works, there are hundreds that don't. And if you make the wrong choice, you will stuck writing content that will never show up in search. We can't let this happen. Which is why I want to carefully navigate you through the 7 steps of keyword research and focus your efforts on those keywords that can really count and can bring you more traffic and revenue in the future. Keep watching. Hey everyone, it's Mary from SEO PowerSuite, the all-in-one toolkit that covers every aspect of SEO. Before we move to the practical part of how to do keyword research, I want to make sure that you know the theory. What is keyword research?
Keyword research is the process of finding and analyzing search queries that people enter in search engines. Search engines correlate these words with your content and then show it to users. This is how they promote your site and put it in a better rank position.
Keyword research is not about a thoughtless gathering of all words more or less related to the topic of your business. It is about in-depth analysis and the right further use of keywords. So why should we care about keyword research? In brief, keywords are used for on-page optimization and new content ideas. The first is about making your landing pages and content visible. The second is about finding new topics for your blog and ideas for new pages. Once your pages are well optimized, Google ranks them higher in search results, which in turn means that users can find your business much easier. You get the visibility you deserve, drive more traffic, get more visitors, more clients, and more revenue. So without exaggeration, we may say that keyword research is the cornerstone of search engine optimization, as it impacts every other SEO task that you perform. As for getting new content ideas, continuous keyword research helps to keep up with the latest trends in your industry, realize what your potential and real clients search for, what competitors publish, and therefore try to make even better content. And while your blog is an important part of your website and drives users' trust, sophisticated keyword research will only benefit you. The same is for adding new site pages. And now let's move to the most exciting part, research itself. Step 1. Create a list of seed keywords.
Seed keywords are the keywords that broadly describe your niche.
They are short, typically consist of 1 or 2 words, and may be as simple as dance school or car repairs. Seed keywords are used to kickstart the process of developing more keyword ideas, so identifying them won't be a huge problem for you. The simplest tip on how to find seed keywords is to write down a few phrases that best describe your products or services. Just break down your business into general topics and pick a couple of most valuable keywords for each topic. For example, if you own a travel agency, your seed keywords can be the following: travel agency, vacation packages, plane tickets, budget travel, last-minute travel, travel agent. As a result, you will come up with a number of the most relevant keywords that will be the starting point for wider SEO keyword research. But there is another hack on how to find seed keywords. You can go through your website navigation and look for keyword terms.
Here is a catalog of an outdoor gear retailer, and almost every item in this catalog is a great seed keyword idea. Just match some words together and you've got men's clothing, women's footwear, snowboard jackets, dozens upon dozens of terms. And you can get many more by exploring subcategories, product filters, and company descriptions, just like in the sample. Let's move on. Step 2. Choose SEO tools to use.
There is a huge range of SEO tools on the market, both free and paid, simple and sophisticated. But for this video, we will limit ourselves to a handful of the most popular and most reliable keyword research tools. And the first one is Google Ads Keyword Planner. Google Keyword Planner is probably the first place to do keyword research. All the statistics that you get from it come straight from Google, so you can be sure of the accuracy of this data.
Visit the website, choose New Google Ads account, scroll the page down, switch to expert mode, and then just hit create an account without a campaign. You're all set. The way Keyword Planner works is you add a few of your seed keywords, and it generates a huge list of similar words and phrases. You can evaluate your data using such metrics as search volume, competition, and bid ranges. You can also filter your data by removing brands or negative keywords. In the end, you're likely to be left with a short list of keyword ideas.
One thing to keep in mind is that Google Ads was designed to help people with their Google Ad campaigns, not with SEO. Thus, only relative judgments are possible. For example, if a keyword A has 3,000 queries per month and a keyword B has 1,000 queries per month, we can't be sure about the accuracy of these numbers, but we can presume that the first query is likely to bring you more traffic than the second one. Anyway, Google Ads Keyword Planner is a good place to start. And the next tool we're going to talk about is Google Search Console. Unlike Keyword Planner, Google Search Console is used to find those keywords that you already rank for. The point is to discover the keywords that are on the verge of achieving top search positions and give them a little boost. And if you think about it, those keywords are actually a better ranking opportunity than new ones, because you're already halfway there.
Go to Search Performance, Search Results, check Impressions. Search Console shows the average position for each of the keywords you rank for and how many impressions and clicks you get from them. You can see what your audience is searching for by pages, countries, and devices. The tool allows filtering up to 1,000 keywords, but it makes sense to focus your effort more around those phrases that can potentially rank higher. Just check top 20 positions. The next one is Google Trends.
I've already mentioned Google Trends in our previous video about YouTube SEO, so make sure to check it out later.
You can use Google Trends to check the popularity of a specific keyword from a longer perspective. In other words, see how a topic performs over a selected time period. You simply put a specific keyword or topic, and the tool will show you the interest over time on a scale from 1 to 100. You can spot the seasonality of the keyword. For example, the keyword Christmas tree is associated with a certain time of the year, so no wonder that you see such a volatility. Suppose you want to see what is trending now. The tool allows you to check interest scores by locations and by different web search channels. Inspect and compare terms, and analyze what related topics and queries have formed a certain trend.
The last tool in our today's list is truly a beast of a tool. It's called Rank Tracker. 9 different SEO keyword research methods, over 20 keyword research tools, plenty of metrics, unlimited filtering options, position tracking, all in one place.
Depending on the keyword research method, you can use either your seed keywords or competitor websites to generate new keyword ideas. Each researched entry is accompanied by a set of SEO metrics: search volume, competition, difficulty, and more. We're going to talk about these metrics in more detail in a few minutes. And of course, you can customize the Rank Tracker's workspace the way you need. Add or remove the criteria for your convenience.
What's more, Rank Tracker allows you to spy on your competitors and discover what keywords they rank for. You may find out that you missed a couple of good keywords and thus lost great opportunities. With Rank Tracker, you will be able to add these keywords to your content and catch up to your competitors who rank higher. Okay, so I showed you 4 tools, and that's already enough to generate an almost unlimited amount of keyword ideas. The key point is almost. There are many other places that can be a source of keyword inspiration.
How about Reddit, for example? It has an incredibly engaged community and covers almost any topic you can imagine. Let's say your niche is interior design. What you need to do first is to search for subreddits related to your niche. As you can see, this specific niche has dozens of subreddits with thousands of followers. Now you can select a specific subreddit and switch to the most popular posts.
You can also browse niche forums. Although you may think that forums are not as popular as they were in the past, their time is not over, and there are plenty of them.
To find forums related to your topic, enter your keyword and the word forum. Here you go.
Make sure to browse also QA sites like Quora, Facebook groups, and Twitter threads. This will help you find what people discuss right now and create the next piece of content based on the popular topic. Moving to the next step, Generate your keyword list. Now that you've got your seed keywords, let's explore some of the keyword research methods in more depth and see how to use Rank Tracker for this purpose. I'm going to use some of my favorite ones.
I'll start with related searches to see what users search for in Google. So I click Keyword Research, then Related Searches, enter some of my seed keywords, and click Search to get a list of related Google results. Now I want to move to TF-IDF Explorer. It helps to find the most frequently used keywords of top SERP competitors. As usual, I go to Keyword Research, select TF-IDF Explorer, and enter some of my seed keywords. The tool will come up with a huge list of my competitors' keywords, which I will use in my SEO strategy as well. To check my competitors' ranking keywords, I'll go back to Keyword Research, click Ranking Keywords, and enter my competitor's domain. You can go through every single research method one by one or choose several, it's up to you. And in the end, you'll have thousands of potential keywords in your sandbox. That's where all your research keyword items are saved automatically.
Alright, now if you skim through the list of the keywords, you will see that some of them may appear to be irrelevant, for instance. At this point, you need to clean your keyword list to exclude useless results. There are several metrics according to which you can analyze your keywords and pick the ones with the highest potential. These metrics include keyword length, keyword difficulty, search volume, expected traffic, cost per click. Let's discuss each of them. The first metric is keyword length. The shorter the word, the broader the term, the more traffic it will bring, however, the fewer conversions you will get. Likewise, the longer the keyword is, the less traffic it will bring, but the higher the conversion rate. So a typical SEO tip for a starting website would be use long-tail keywords.
Long-tail keywords are longer search phrases with highly specific search intent. Usually such phrases consist of 3 or more words.
Compare these two queries: best bikes and the best gravel bikes under 1,000. See the difference? In the first case, a user is just exploring, while in the second case, they have a much stronger purchase intent and are probably just a few steps away from pulling the trigger. So first, use long-tail keywords to rank up, and then, while growing into a stronger website, go after both long-tail and short-tail keywords. The next metric is keyword difficulty.
Keyword difficulty helps to understand how hard it will be to rank for a certain keyword.
Basically, it reflects the competition that you may expect if you choose a keyword. The higher the score, the harder it is for you to outrank your competitors. The score depends on the quality and number of backlinks, links to the website, content quality, domain authority, and more.
Rank Tracker calculates the difficulty score for each page ranking in the top 10 for the keyword. The bigger the value is, the more effort you'll need to put into ranking for the keyword.
I would suggest choosing those keywords that have medium to low difficulty scores, especially if you're new on the market. Moving to the next metric, search volume.
Search volume is the number of keyword searches that have been made for the last month.
Keywords with very low search volume don't bring any noticeable traffic, so you may safely remove them from your research. Keywords with high search volumes are likely to bring more traffic, but the competition is likely to be more intense. You need to find the middle ground here. Just choose the words that do not have the high search volume but have a lower difficulty factor. In that case, your chances of ranking higher increase.
There is one more metric that can calculate the estimated traffic you might get if ranking on position 1. It's called traffic potential. You can calculate it by multiplying the search volume by the average CTR of a rank leader.
However, analyzing the potential of just one keyword is not so insightful. You usually target a set of keywords, so it's better to estimate the traffic right for it. Expected traffic is rather a rough estimation of what you will get if you utilize a keyword. However, the higher it is, the better. Now, what is cost per click?
The cost per click metric shows how much advertisers will pay for each advertisement click with a certain keyword. The metric is mainly needed when you're going to run Google Ads, but it is also a cool indicator of whether you should use a certain keyword or not. If the cost per click is high, the keyword can bring the maximum benefit and it makes sense to add the word to your list.
Now that you're familiar with some of the most common filtering parameters, let's practice applying them in Rank Tracker.
In Rank Tracker's Keyword Research module, click on the funnel icon in the top right corner of your workspace. A model window with filtering options will pop up. Click Add Filter and select Number of searches, let's say more than 250. Click Add Filter and select Keyword Difficulty less than 60. Click Add Filter and select Length, let it be more than 2 words. Click OK. The workspace will be updated and show only those keyword phrases that are 2 words long, have the search volume above 250 searches, and difficulty below 60.
Well done! So you got rid of unnecessary keywords and keyword phrases. Now it's time to segment and prioritize your final selection of keywords so that they are a little easier to manage and implement in your SEO strategy. Universal criteria for SEO segmentation are search intent, search volume, semantic similarity, and competition. Let's start with semantic similarity first. The topic is the first thing your keywords have to be based on. Ideally, your goal is to search your keywords into small groups of synonyms and target each group with 1 page. This process requires a lot of time-consuming manual work, but you can make it easier and start with Rank Tracker's automatic grouping.
Let's have a look. In Target Keywords, Keyword Map, I right-click the All Keywords folder, click Regroup, and choose the level of semantic similarity. Here we are. Now my keywords are divided into semantic groups.
After topic groups are ready, it's time to create smaller keyword groups based on keyword search intent. This is the best way to make your keywords serve the potential clients. What is search intent? It is a reason why people Google this or that keyword. Do they want to buy or just get information on a topic? This intent determines what keywords you should use on your page. There are 4 basic search intent categories.
Navigational, when the user just needs to get somewhere, both online and in real life. For example, I can look for the SEO PowerSuite blog or McDonald's near me. Both queries have a navigational intent. Informational, when the user's intent might be to get information, find something out. How to make a cappuccino, how to grow a conversion rate. These queries have an informational intent. Commercial, when the user is specifically mining information about certain niche's product, services, but is not ready to buy it. If I search for the best 5-wheeled bikes, I have a commercial intent. The 4th type of intent is transactional, when the user is ready to make that purchase. Flights to New York, buy, subscribe to Netflix, I think you got it.
Keyword search intent is signalized with special search intent markers. If a query has an informational intent, you will see such words as best ways to, how to, I need to, where to, how to, and etc. If it has a commercial intent, you'll probably see such triggers as compare, compare to, best, best of, alternative, for kids, for guys, for women, and etc. If there are such words as buy online, discount, for sale, for cheap, promo code, then there is a transactional intent. With that in mind, let's look at our keywords.
In our example, there is a group bar shampoo. If we look closer, we will see that there are some keywords with a clear commercial investigation intent. They include the word review. These keywords are likely to trigger listicles or review pages, so let's create a new group for them and rename it for easier navigation. To rename a group, right-click the group, choose Rename the keyword group, and enter a new name, Bar Shampoo Review in our case. This group also contains a keyword with informational intent. As informational keywords often trigger blocks, let's move this keyword to a new group called, say, Bar Shampoo Blog or Bar Shampoo Info. I will repeat the procedure with all the keywords I have collected to get a well-structured list of keyword groups.
Step 6. Build a keyword map.
Keyword mapping is the process where you assign research phrases to specific pages on your site.
What's the use of a keyword map? Well, it prevents keyword cannibalization. To put it short, if several pages of your website are relevant to the same search queries, these pages will compete with each other in SERPs for rankings. As a result, Google will rank both of them lower. A keyword map helps you avoid keyword cannibalization and ensures that the keywords are used consistently, and all the pages rank for the right keywords. What's more, mapping also makes it easier to detect page-specific issues. Let me show you how to build a keyword map. You can do it in good old Excel or in Google Sheets.
First, group them into sets you can target on one page according to their topic and intent. Decide on what keywords will be primary and what secondary. Primary keywords are those 1-2 words with the highest search volume.
Keywords like bicycle, sport cars, or Arabica coffee beans. It's them that you put in title, heading 1, or meta description.
Secondary ones are those long-tail keywords that add details. These keywords will be scattered around the text. Now you should assign each group to a page on your site, be it an existing or new one.
As an alternative, you can map your keywords right in the SEO tool you use if it allows you. After you're done with keyword mapping, it's time to optimize your pages with the new keywords. We've almost reached the finish line. There is one last step. You did an amazing job so far. Now it's time to use the keywords and start tracking their performance. Register the state of things before, after 1 month, after the second one, and so on. If your rank is moving up, you're doing everything right. If down, change your strategy. And if you see an uplift during the first month and then the ranking is going down, try to update your content with new keywords. And then track your performance again. Let's quickly recap what we've been talking about today. First, you generate as many keyword ideas as possible. Second, you filter the research terms to remove those that are too crazy, too irrelevant, and too difficult to implement. And finally, you prioritize the remaining keywords to see which of them should be implemented first. And if you ask me to describe the keyword research process in just 3 words, that would be generate, filter, prioritize. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful, and if you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video. Goodbye.